I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks on what I think you should do with each character in Valorant. Since competitive just came out, I feel like this is a great time to upload this video, time to get it out. So we're gonna go into practice range. I'm not gonna do this in a live game because trying to get every single character for a live game right now would be AIDS, especially competitive being out, everyone trying to play it, and everyone just trying to play their mains. So I don't want to take anyone's character. I don't want to piss anyone off if I play a character wrong by giving my own tips and tricks on a character. So we're gonna start with some. Okay, we're gonna start with the basics. We're gonna go with Omen. Yeah, Omen. We're gonna start with Omen. So Omen is your typical character. You have your E, which is your teleport. So I could go. I don't know map has this. No, it's not my teleport. My E is my orb. Sorry, it's been a minute. My C is my teleport. So your orbs, if you just saw that. So let's say I put an orb and I aim it way. So we're gonna aim it like way up there. That orb is going to sink to the ground until it gets to an area, unless you put it in a wall. If you put this inside of a wall, it'll stay there. So I think, so no, it didn't stay there. It should stay inside of a wall. So if I put this up there, see, it stays inside of walls. If you put it in a wall, it'll stay there. So your C, you can teleport. I can go up here. If I can glitch it properly. There we go. I can go up here. You can use this on any map. This is a really buggy spot. I don't think you're supposed to be up here. Can I actually go up here? Okay. So you're not even supposed to be up here. But I'm doing it. Okay. Wait. Okay. So I'm up here now. So Omen, this can get you to really good places. It's not a very high cost ability either. I can't sell them, but they're not very, they don't cost very much. So Omen, he is a very objective based character. So your E, so in practice range you don't have a mini map, but on your mini map on your E, the further out this goes, this little bar, on your mini map up here in the top right, I have a map. You can, like, up here, you can see where it'd be going. You can't see it right now, but you would have the mini map wherever it is on your screen, wherever you have it set. You can see where it'd be placed, and if you look at your cursor, right now it's red. That's inside of a wall, so I wouldn't be able to place it where I want it. So that's inside of a wall whenever it's red, and then it's not. So with his ult, what I really love to do with Omen's ult, and I feel like a lot of people should do this. Beautiful, pretty map. So let's say this is a teleporter. Oh man, I go through the teleporter. Okay. Boom. Now I'm up here because I went through the teleporter. Let's just say it's a teleporter on a map. Okay, so now the team heard me, and I have my ult. They don't know it's me inside the teleporter because I haven't went through or opened the door.
Watch them run.
We're gonna teleport back to our team because they're gonna be watching that area. We're gonna sneak up on them. Okay, so yeah, so see this. Okay, we're gonna use this. I didn't even know this was on the map. So we're gonna use this. We're gonna enter it. Boom! They heard me. There's a door here that doesn't open. Okay, so they heard this door open, and they heard me go through. I'm gonna teleport, not behind them, but back to where I teleported through. They're gonna be watching their spawn typically. So this is just to get them to watch an area of the map that they're not at. So they're watching their spawn right now. They're not watching this door. So I can peek this corner and just go, bah, 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 bah. Bang, dead, easy. That's how it goes. Your Q is a very annoying ability. It's really hard to hit. This orb has to go through people to blind them. So
stealing sight.
That drone will be blinded. It has to go through them. If it doesn't go through them, it doesn't blind them, which is the most annoying part about it. So that's that about Omen. So we're gonna switch characters. How do I leave? Beats? What? Okay. I don't know how to leave. Leave match. So Omen's pretty basic. Don't use his ult to go into their spawn. Everyone expects it on Omen now. He's not new. It's very obvious. If you're a new Omen player, if you always go into their spawn with your ult. If you do it every now and then, Because say you use that one play where you take the teleporter and then you ult back to where you were with the teleporter. People are going to not expect you to ult into the spawn. They're going to be like, wow, this guy's a really good Omen. So Jett. Jett, these little orbs, they're vision blockers, obviously. They last probably like 5-6 seconds, and they stick to walls. So I can block the whole upper area of anywhere for 5 to 6 seconds. What I really like to do with Jett, say there's an enemy holding right here, I'll throw this, throw it there, eat through, and blast up, because they'll be right here. They'll be holding this staircase. So let's do that again. So I'm going to orb, E-blast, get past, and then we'll have another one to check to see if they're there. They're gonna hear you drop, but you can get them. So her E is gets on a re-cooldown every 2 kills. So how you know how her E is on cooldown, right above it, you see the 2 X marks. After I use it, if I get 2 more kills, my E's back up. That is your passive ability that you do not have to buy. The rest of these abilities, all cost. These cost 100 each. These, I think, cost 100 each. Also, another cool thing with Jett, say you're holding this, and you know the enemy's watching here. Smoke, double jolt, that's the wrong thing. Okay, we're gonna smoke, double jolt, and E. So say they're holding right there. They will not be expecting you. Say they're holding this corner now. You double jolt, E. Well, I didn't meant to do it that time. Double jolt, E. Boom. You got them. Another thing I really like to do with Jett is Q, E. Get her ult out. You can Q, E. Boom. So she has 4 shots with her thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, she has 5 shots. Her right click gets rid of every single one of them. So if you're really not confident, there's a guy around this corner. You just boom. But if you're really confident, you just go through, boom, tap. I'll have that move. We're gonna try. If you're really confident. You're not confident, you just do this. Boom. That guy's dead. But if you are confident, just throw him. So that's Jett. Pretty much with Jett, pretty basic. She's a fragger. Omen is a controller. I like to call him a controller, most people don't. Try to outsmart your enemy every single time. With Jett, fragger. All of her abilities, they last a couple seconds just for her to get an advantage, an area advantage, a displacement advantage. She goes in the air, displacement. So that's really good for her. We're gonna do Brimstone. I don't play this character much, but you have a Molotov.
Molly.
This hurts your teammates as well. So be careful with this. It also hurts you. So don't put this somewhere. So say our team is trying to rush down there. Don't do this.
Molly.
Don't do that. Because that gives the enemy team more time to move and place on this door and that door. And you can't go past this. You're gonna die if you try to go past that. So don't do that. Your C
Stim beacon here.
is a stim beacon. This is not a healing platform. Out of stim beacon? I'm still stim beacon. Okay. Out of stim beacon? Inside stim beacon.
Stim beacon down.
Notice how my first couple of shots instantly landed? Here, I'll show it with the Vandal. That's inside a stem beacon. I'll wait for the stem beacon to wear off. It's a really good boost. With stem beacon.
Stim beacon down.
With. See how much faster it fired? So with the stem beacon, you fire much faster. Your E? Use this. So to confirm, you just boom, 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 and then you right click and then you place. Left click and then right click. So look at this. That one fucked up, but you can't see. These are really, these are like longer versions of the Omen. So you can smoke off important doorways.
Smoke's down.
I wouldn't necessarily smoke yourself off like I just did. So go boom, boom. and then boom.
Smoke's down.
Push those down. So you can push through here freely, knowing that this is covered and this is covered, and that angle is covered. The only place I can be holding you is from here. Your ult, a massive.
Open up the sky.
I would use this as a zoning tool. Don't use this to try and get a kill unless you know the player can't escape that area. This is a huge zoning tool. So say there's someone right here, and I want them to push out. I'm gonna put this right here.
Open up the sky.
And I'm gonna hold this angle as that's going off, because they have to push out, or they have to get away from that, or they're gonna die. So that's Brimstone. Brimstone, pretty simple, massive control player, pretty good zoning ult. Zoning ult is just, I don't know. It's pretty much is zones an area off. That's exactly what it is. Okay, so we've done Jett, we've done Brimstone, we've done Omen. You know, one thing I am always seeing that I hate. We're gonna go Sage. I hate it so much. Too many times when I see a Sage player, sure, their wall is really nice. Boom. That whole area is blocked off. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? I can't see. But too many times. God, this is the most annoying part about Sage that I hate people do. We're pushing this. We're going really slow. We just got to call the rotate from B to A. We're going to A. Let's say this inside here is A. Our Sage player panics. This shit fucks up your teammates too. Do not use this Sage shit to block where your team is trying to go. Screw it. Say we're rushing. Say we're like, okay, we're gonna rush A this round. You don't want to be a Sage player and go, okay, we're rushing A. Oh, boom, dead. I'm dead right now because a teammate's someone's holding that corner. Our whole team's slow pushing because of this Sage wall. What you really want to do with Sage is instead of using it here, boom, use it there. So then you know if they're holding that, you're gonna hear them. Now we're gonna plant. Okay. Your E. If you right click, you're self heal. If you left click, you're healing a teammate. So if you're injured, this will heal your teammate to 100 or you to 100. It won't heal your shield. Your ult, always use your ult on the top fragger if they died. Stay near your top fragger as Sage. As Sage, man. Sorry, I had to sneeze. As Sage, you are a support character. You can get kills too. Don't do this. Don't block where your team needs to go. Block where the enemy needs to come from to stop you. Put your wall there. Walk up to your wall. Bounce this off of a wall. And stack that. Or just go like this. And bounce it behind it so it covers that whole area behind it so you know if they're trying to destroy that. Heal your teammates and use your ult. If you can't get to your top fragger and there's another guy that's higher than you on the leaderboard, or just anyone, even the lowest person on the leaderboard can do something fantastic. Heal them, but prioritize the top fraggers with your ult. If you're the top fragger, go to the guy right below you. I don't care if he has 8 kills below you. Revive him with your ult. That could win you a round. Do not use your Q ability to block where your teammate needs to go. Block where the enemy needs to come from to stop you.
Barrier created.
Use your E to always heal. It's just how it is. Okay. Phoenix. God, I hate this with Phoenix too. Okay. Another thing with Phoenix. This.
Going up.
This only heals you. This does not heal your teammates, I don't think. I don't know. This ability? Don't do this. Say your team, you have a teammate holding this, and you need a flash out there, but he's got a dirty angle on a guy on these stairs. You doing this to your teammate? This guy might get flashed and that guy, but if your teammate's right here holding this, and this guy's like fucked up, that flash is gonna kill your teammate.
Careful now.
This heals you and damages enemies.
Careful now.
Don't be afraid to throw that at enemies, because that'll damage them unless they have a phoenix.
Careful now.
Boom.
Come on, let's go.
Your ult is a tactical insertion, and you get full life. You don't lose anything for using your ult. You still have all your armor and shield, and once your ult's over, you're back again with all your armor and shield. You can just spray all day. Phoenix is another pretty good character. Okay, we're gonna go to Raze. Raze is one of my favorite characters. Here's what you're gonna do. Your boom buddy, or boom bot, whatever it is. See this path? It'll go. You can see exactly where it's gonna go. This thing bounces though. So say I put it right here. This is gonna bounce. Boom, boom, boom. That's 3 wasted bounces. You wanna angle this? You wanna geometry on this shit. So say there's someone holding this staircase. You're gonna wanna angle this so he bounces down there. Right there it should bounce. I didn't angle it properly. You could stand back. That should bounce down there. No. That'll go in there though. So that's good if someone's holding that angle. So to get it in the staircase, stand here. Boom. Angles. You want to know your maps. I don't know this map because I don't ever play practice. This is just me teaching you tips and tricks for each character. This thing out. This thing's so loud. These satchel charges, you can use them twice.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
So you can get a double buff.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Boom, now I'm up high.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
You can also use this on enemies.
Satchel out.
Boom,
Satchel
75 damage. 150 damage. That's a light shield player dead. But this also damages teammates. Too many times if I've seen Raze players jumping, and her team is right there. All your teammates just lost 25 shield. Because you wanted to jump out. Don't jump with your team. Do this. And I promise you, the enemy team, you'll know if someone's there now. Because they have to shoot that boom bot, or it locked onto them on that corner. So if someone's there, and if it's an open map like the practice map, that's a bad throw. Throw a nade where you can get that. And you'll see it explode. Boom. They can't hold that angle. So then you can jump. But don't jump with your team. So we throw a satchel, boom.
Satchel out.
2 satchels, boom.
Satchel out. Satchel out. Satchel out.
But it is a very instant cast.
Satchel out.
If I do that,
Satchel out. Satchel out. Satchel out.
it's pretty much Junkrat from Overwatch. So we're gonna
Satchel out.
jump,
Satchel out.
jump. Perfect.
Satchel out.
Jump,
Satchel out.
jump. You can use this to get the scary places.
Satchel out. Satchel out. Satchel out.
Look, now I'm up here.
Here comes the party.
Enemy team would never expect it. I just took out 3 players because they weren't expecting it.
Here comes
Your
the
ult,
party.
don't be afraid to use any of your character's ult. If you get flame for it, mute that player. He's not a team player. Boom. So your ult does insane damage. That insta-kills anyone.
Here comes the party.
Your ult insta-kills.
Here comes the party.
If I direct hit him, 150. He's dead. That's heavy armor down. Your satchels do the exact same amount. So if I could throw it, can I even throw a satchel that far? No. I can't.
Satchel out. Satchel out. Satchel out. Satchel out.
Boom. Okay. So Raze, with all the characters, don't be afraid to use your ult, but make sure you use it wisely. So if people are going to the same spot over and over again, and you have your ultimate, say you're on the map with Hookah. I don't know the names of the maps. There's a guy always sitting heaven every single time. You creep up down short, and you just aim a cheeky rocket in the corner of heaven before he can shoot you. He has to move from heaven or he dies. Raze is a frag character. One of my favorites because I really enjoy her. Sova. Oh, I love Sova. Okay. Sova is Hanzo on steroids. You have a
drone.
You have a drone. I don't know what this drone does. I think it puts a bolt in someone, but it's super. So you see the circle? Boom. I just shot myself. So your drone, I think you can shoot people and trace them. I don't know. This is a shock dart. You want to use these early. So if you right click, you get more bounces. That double bounce. Let's say there's a guy over there. We're gonna aim it right there. Boom, bounce, bounce. He's shocked. These are pulse arrows. 2 bounces.
Revealing area.
He can't shoot that because it's in a corner. You can quick peek with that.
Revealing area.
Boom. Now, if anyone moves in this area, it'll let you know. Okay. His ult
I am the hunter.
goes through walls. It goes through very far as well.
I am the hunter.
I'll try to show you. See, it goes through walls. Very good damage.
I am the hunter.
You can just directly shoot someone. But it's a very good ability. So if you use this, the best combo, use this.
Revealing area. There they are.
All those robots are dead now. Every single one of them. That's how you want to use him. He's a... He's a vision player, and a very good one at that. But you can right click to make these bounce. So, see if I can get this scare shot.
Shock dart.
No, got that guy though. There you go. I never play Breach. I've gotten over all these. Breach, let's go. I don't know what he does. What's that?
Plastic.
I have no idea what Breach does.
Clearing out.
Oh. Okay. Someone's watching that. They have to move.
Flash out.
Flashed.
Blinding.
I'm flashed. This ability? Crazy. Crazy ability.
Clearing out.
Alright, this one.
Forever.
This is such an annoying ability. This one, though,
Let's go.
9 times out of 10, this ability will completely
Let's go.
wreck an enemy player. But I think this also affects teammates.
Let's go. Let's go.
Boom, boom, boom. Displaced. All of those are displaced, and they can't aim properly.
Flash out. Blinding. Plastic.
So that's how you want to use it.
Concussing.
This also concusses them, but it's a very short-range concussion. This displaces them.
Let's go.
So that really messes people up. So that's Breach. He's a super aggressive, super supporty, super displacive character. Really easy to use. If you want to play someone, play Breach. Cypher. Cypher is another intel character. These are traps. You want to put these in places to stop flanks. So I just came from here. I want to put that there. These are invisible to enemies, but teammates can see them. So now, if an enemy's trying to flank me, they'll get spotted as soon as they go across this tripwire. But whenever they're right here, this does show up, and they can shoot this to turn it off. So they can destroy it. But most people, if they're in a panic situation, spikes planted, they're gonna rush through, and they're gonna be stuck here. You're gonna see, so you'll know where they're coming from. These are cameras, I think. No. Ew.
Cage triggered. Cage triggered.
These are cages.
Cage triggered.
So people walk in that, they're stuck. No one wants to walk into a cage, they'll probably die. I thought that was my camera ability, I'm sorry. Camera? Super strong ability, okay? This thing, you want to put it somewhere? Boom. Okay. So this camera, I can shoot things with it.
Tagged.
Now, I can constantly see him. I can constantly see that robot because he is tagged until he pulls that thing out of his foot.
Give me a corpse. Give me a corpse. Give me a corpse.
Give you a corpse.
Give me a corpse. Give me a corpse.
I don't think I can give you a
Give me a
corpse.
corpse.
So his ult, you need to be looking at someone dead, and once you use it,
give me a corpse.
you'll get intel on the rest of their team, but you need to have someone dead. So that's how that goes. But it's still a really good ability, because it gives you sight where everyone is on the map if you have a dead enemy near you. Alright. Viper. Okay, sorry. Last but not least, Viper. Super good character for aggressive spike planners. This ability puts down gas, or goo. This damages teammates and enemies. So be careful where you place it. Don't place it where your teammate's trying to rush, because you'll kill your teammate. Just like Sage, put it where you're put it where the teammate has, where the enemy has to go. Her Q. Boom.
Poison orb emitting.
Poison orb. Anyone who goes in here, they will lose shield, you will not.
Poison's off.
You can turn it off though, you do have a poison meter. Her E, pretty much the same thing, but it's a wall.
Toxins going up.
This will drain your toxins as well, as you see at the bottom of the screen. But enemies who go through this lose shield and health over time.
Toxin screen down.
Okay, so say I plant. Planting spike. There's no enemies here. Okay. I'm planting spike. I have full toxins. Whatever.
Don't get in my way.
Boom. They have to be in this radius to see you, and they have to come in there for you to see them. So, they'll have to come in here. This is super good for defending spikes. You put this down if you're 1v4 or 1v5, you could come out alive because this is such a strong ability. Anyone in this loses shield and health over time, but they don't die in it. It's impossible to die inside of it. Unless you kill them. Because how OP would that be? You just put this on a spike, and they can't stop you. So yeah, just shove this on a spike, and you'll most likely clutch. Super, super good for spike defending. You can't see in it. Even if you go in it, you're stuck to a little area that you can see through. Super good for defending spikes. You put it down, and I promise you, you're gonna have the best clutches of your life. Obviously, the practice range isn't like every single map in the game, but this is just the basic tips and tricks. We're gonna go over them one more time. Brimstone, controller. He's a controller. He has abilities that block the map for your team to be able to push safely, and is super good. Jett, if you are not confident in your aim, do not play Jett. She's a super agile and a very good fighter. Her ult is amazing. Omen, another controller. He can control from across the map, just like Brimstone. Forgot his name. And you can use his ult to trick out people and ult random spots, or use teleporters like I said. I love using teleporters as Omen and then ulting back to where I use the teleporter. And 9 times out of 10, the enemy's going to be looking at their spawn because they're going to hear you take that. And if you want to, you can have another teammate who wants to sacrifice himself go through there with you and just hold inside there while you ult away. And I promise the enemy's going to be either looking at their spawn or rotating to that site. Phoenix, don't flash your teammates. Be very aware of where your teammates are holding, the angles they're holding, and what they're doing. Do not molly your teammates. I don't know if that heals teammates, but I don't think it does. Just in case, don't do it. But make sure you heal yourself. And use your ult. You can heal inside fire. Another Phoenix, you can heal inside his fire, I'm pretty sure. Your ult is attack insertion. Don't be afraid to use it. Don't be afraid to use any of your ults on any of these characters. Raze, super aggressive duelist, just like Jett. But Raze's ult is way more easy to use than Jett's. Jett's is very precise. You have to hit those shots. Raze's, you just have to hit near them. Hit around them. You'll probably get a kill. Or 2, or 3. You can use her bombs to jump around the map. Or you can use them to get kills. 2 bombs kills an enemy with full heavy armor. Use her boombot. I love using her boombot to push around a corner with. I'll throw out my little boombot or boom buddy, and I will peek with it once I hear it lock onto someone, because I know they're going to be aiming at that bot and not at me, and I'm going to be going for that push to get that kill. Sage, do not use your slow ability. If your team says we're rushing an area, do not use that slow ability in an area where your team is trying to push. Use it in an area where it's going to hurt the enemy team's movement, not your own team's. If you're rushing A or B, do not put it in a doorway that you have to go through. Put it where it'll bounce and go to where the enemy has to walk through to get to you. Put your wall down. Make sure you use your wall defensively or offensively. Sova is an intel character. Use his darts to help your team know where the enemy is. If there's a choke point and there's a lot of hiding spots around a doorway, use that arrow where they can't shoot it, because if they see it, they can shoot it and you won't even know how many people are around that corner. Use it where they cannot shoot that little sensor dart, and you'll know if there's anyone around that area. You won't know if they're far away, but you can use the double bounce to make that sucker bounce on a wall and get further away and see if they're in that area as well. His ult, go through his walls. Really, really good ultimate. Really strong ultimate if used properly. Really good character. Breach. Another intel or supportish kind of character. I forgot this about Sage. If you have a top fragger, or you're the only one left and you have your ult, revive a teammate. If the top fragger's near you, go for the top fragger. If he's not near you, go for anyone. As long as it's just you and someone else can win a 2v4. So Breach. Super good ultimate, super strong, displaces people, amazing. His flashbang, super good, blinds people to shit. It's a lot like Phoenix's, but it lasts a little bit longer. Use his Q, the ability that fires through a wall. It's super good to check for corners or in areas where people like to hold. You can aim higher, get to higher areas. It'll force people to move away. Use his ult to displace and peek as it's ulting, as it's going off. You cannot hit yourself with that ult. I'm pretty sure you might be able to hit your teammates, but you cannot hit yourself with it. It's impossible because you send it off, and I just showed you that you cannot walk into your own ultimate. Cypher. Good God. Cypher is a crazy character. He's a very big intel character. He is the type of character that sits back and protects your team. If you're attacking and trying to plant the spike, put one of those little, put your Q on a wall behind you so you know. And you'll hear someone shoot it unless they're running the Phantom and a Ghost. You'll hear someone shoot that and you'll know to turn around and hold that angle. Or they'll just run away because they'll be like, okay, there's a Cypher, I can't do anything. I gotta reposition, he knows I'm coming. Use his ult on a dead body whenever you have it. If you kill someone and you want to know where the rest of the enemy team is, use his ultimate. Use it. Super good. His camera, or his little drone, it shoots a dart into people that they have to take out of their foot, or else it's going to keep spotting them the whole time. They have to remove it out of their foot or they're going to be permanently spotted. Set that up in an area that's kind of like a choke point that enemies are forced to come through. I promise if you set it up properly, you can get 1 to 2 people with darts, and they will hate it. They won't want to push that area anymore because they just got darted twice and seen by a Cypher, and they know exactly, like, and they just know they've been found. Viper. Super good character. Super strong character. She is an amazing character. Like, I just love Viper in general. Her ability does hurt enemies. The little goo mine you put on the ground, or the little pool, hurts enemies. Brimstone's Molotov also hurts enemies. I'm assuming Phoenix's also hurts enemies and friendlies. All these people and their little Molotov looking abilities hurt friendlies and enemies at the same, and you. Phoenix's heals him, doesn't hurt him. So that is pretty much it for this tips and tricks. I'm sorry that there's a lot of pauses in here and like a lot of quick silences or me sneezing. I have allergies right now, but they are going away. But I really hope you guys did enjoy. I'm sorry this wasn't gameplay of every single character in the tips and tricks I'm trying to enforce. That would have taken me like 2 weeks to do. And I want to get this out since competitive just dropped like 2 days ago. So I really hope you guys do use these tips and tricks to your advantage. And tell me in the comments if you have a way to use these characters that I didn't mention, or if you have any tips for stuff I missed. And I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch if you have not already. Head over there. You'll see me playing all kinds of games. And I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.